In today's video, we get to explore the wonders of modern technology and the first atomic bomb ever set off in the world. This is the Trinity site, a place where nobody knew what was going to happen when they set it off, but they went ahead and did it for the safety of our country. Crazy engineers from across the world come together to make this feat of engineering happen. And today we get to explore the Los Alamos Research Facility and even travel out to the White Sands testing ground to see the first place, ground zero of the atomic bomb. Jess here, and I wanted to interrupt today's video real quick to let you know that our Black Friday sales are not done because we're going all the way through Cyber Monday using code Cyber Monday, all capital letters and space in between the two words, letting you know that includes everything on the website. Okay, that's talking merch, so anything like our brand new calendar. We got a drag and drive one, we have a favorites from 3G video, it's got some really cool photos in it, and then of course our Benny one, which has photos of Benny going across the country in all different places. So you got 3 different options of calendars. You have a mega bundle deal, which comes with 2 t-shirts, a hat, full sticker pack, and your choice of whichever calendar you want, and then of course all of our normal merch as well. So all of that is 25% off, along with all of our photo packages for drag and drive events. The next year we have 10 events up on this calendar that you can already sign up for and get 25% off through Monday with Cyber Monday, and you can book a private photo shoot if you're interested, or prints off of all the photos that we have on the website as well. So if you're interested, make sure you hit me up right now using code Cyber Monday. We'll get you guys taken care of and see you out there. So let's go ahead and get back to today's video. What's up, guys, and welcome back to 3G video, where today we're starting off where we left off from 666. I know it's been a couple months since you saw that video, but this was literally right after. We are at the last racetrack here in Alien City. Don't know if we're going to see any aliens. We did in the award ceremony and such, but anyway, it's going to be a great day because we have a crazy adventure that we're getting started right now. Well, we left the track, came over to get some gas before we head out to the middle of absolutely nowhere, and lo and behold, it started raining, like raining. There's like a little storm coming through, so yeah, that was aggressive. Anyway, so if you don't know by the title or anything, today's video is actually going to be us going out to see the Trinity site where the first nuclear bomb went off. We're actually going to go out and see it. It is open one day a year, and it just happened that it was the day after we finished 666 and we were only 2 hours away. So it was one of those like, yeah, we got to go. So there's going to be a group of us, me and John, and then one of the other photographers, Chris Story, who you've seen a lot. He's Hoot, and then David's going to be with him. So we're going to have at least us 4 and then David's parents, I think. We might have some more show up. Who knows? But we're looking to have a great time. So let's get on the road, try to battle some of this rain, and get out to the absolute middle of nowhere. All right, well, it is light out, and we are getting ready to go in here in about half an hour overnight. There's an entire line. Like, look at this. That's wild. So none of those guys were there when we came in. Just these guys were here. Even the guys up here came around us and just went up right to the gate. So anyways, at least we're up pretty close to the front here. We're gonna be going in. This is more along the lines of the terrain I was expecting. This is really out in the middle of nowhere. Well, they're starting to pull us into the gate. Time to rock and roll. Got all the water on the hood. It was thunderstorming pretty good last night, so had a lot of rain come down, but good, beautiful morning for it. This is awesome. Well, we made it through. John made it behind me. This is gonna be good. So all the sagebrush just turned into grass. Like, I mean, it's dead grass, but wow. I guess they must test bomb shelters. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but didn't think about it. There's another rainbow. I can see it in my mirror. 3 days in a row. They have a caution, radiation material. They got us all parked up. They got those Skywatch tower things to keep an eye on us. Got somebody up there. They were lifting those up when we pulled in. Nice. Okay, so they got us parked up. Look at this, the Volkswagen coming in. Yes, that's so cool. Okay, I'm getting distracted by cars here, but let's go figure out what this tube is. Okay, so this is called Jumbo. It is actually a steel cylinder that held the first A-bomb. Now, they didn't actually explode it inside there. The explosions that happened in there were other conventional bombs. They just were testing, I suppose. That's what the sign was saying, that they tested it, and that's what blew the ends off. But this is actually all that remains of the first project, because everything else is kind of atomized and gone. Wow. And for reference, that's a thick boy. Like, gee, me. So you got the barbed wire fence, and then you got a chain link fence that's new on the inside of it, because apparently that's a problem, I guess. I don't know. On the fence over there, they had a internet. It said it extends 50 yards. I'm assuming that that's the internet thingy. But, huh, that's interesting. And
usually it's portable light, but this is
portable internet, dude. And they have the gate open for us to go in right at ground zero. That's cool. And you could tell it like slopes down where it was. Definitely a great. Over there with Geiger counters. They got trinity, which is like rock and stuff that's from the explosion, and it's radioactive. It's minorly radioactive, but they have Geiger counters over there. Free answers. I like that. That's cool.
You don't know what I can ask.
I got some good questions.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is what we should be focusing on, but be watching out for them rattlers. It's a serious thing out here, but apparently that's what they said. So the free answer people, they were very informative. I was curious why they chose this exact location over, you know, anywhere out there. But because of the backdrop of the mountains, which we can't see at the moment, and because the area that they were given, they wanted to put it on the eastmost because of the wind, so the radiation would go away from them. So they put it on the eastern quarter, and then they could set up all their instrumentation over there and be safe, relatively. And yeah, so that's how this became ground zero. That's cool. Shows 6 thousandths of a second, 53 thou, and 15 seconds. Jeez. Okay, and then that is obviously the big attraction is ground zero. They said that is right in the middle of where the four posts where they built that, and then there's a little thing over here that was actually the footer for one of the towers. It was the only footer, the only thing left of the tower, but it's still visible. Wow. It survived. Alright, so we got the ground zero, and then they pulled in a casing that's almost identical, apparently, to the bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki. So that's interesting. That's a big old honking bomb. Eesh. Okay, so along here we got the crater. Obviously we're up on the rim of the crater, so we can actually see the horizon again. And then along the fence out here, they have these pictures just kind of going through the history. So we're going to go take a quick look. That's their base camp. That's another picture of the base camp, just a different angle there. So apparently their security was a mounted security, and they had a attack room for their horses. So the police that were mounted that we talked about just a second ago, they apparently use their horses to play polo with brooms and a volleyball. So, you know, people get creative when they're out in the middle of nowhere. So funny story, apparently at the mess hall, they had somebody accidentally threw a snake onto the other guys, and they thought an eagle or a hawk dropped it on them. They were looking around for it. Oh man. So this is one of the main bunkers where they actually detonated the bomb and had instrumentation and such. It was apparently 10,000 yards away. So do the math on that. Okay, so that is aerial of the McDonald house, which I think we're gonna be going to later. Yeah. That's cool. So part of the crew that worked on the engineering side of things. So this was the TNT that they were stacking up for the calibration test to make sure all the equipment worked before they set it off. That would have been a pretty good size explosion. 100 tons of TNT. This is a portrait of the site control or conductor. So that's cool. He worked with Oppenheimer. So this is actually a picture of it when it was all put together on the tower, ready to go, and they're just chilling beside it. Okay, so there is explosions here. We're gonna get creative. Okay, so after the explosion, that is what the ground looked like. That is where the test happened, and you can see Jumbo right there in the middle. That's 28 hours if you read the caption. That's cool. Okay, so moving on from that to, this is a photo of a guy looking at that stubble of the tower that was left. So I guess there was actually a little bit more left than what remains today. But man, got an interview going on for the radio right at Ground Zero. That's wild to think they would be doing it here. So they posed for photos. They were interviewing the guys that were here on base. One of the guys that set up the tests and such, and he also armed one of the bombs over Japan. News article from when they actually released what was going on, let the public know. Wow. And the last one is whenever they erected the obelisk, they didn't have the inner fence set up yet, but this was their first open house. Wow. Alright, so that was cool. There's a lot of information out there on the fence. Now there's also another thing out here, and it's a much more modern looking thing, but this is the bunker that they put all the trinitite, which is all the material that whenever the bomb went off turned to like this green glass stuff, and it's radioactive. They turned the sand into this green glass. So yeah, they kind of piled it all up, threw it in a bunker, and that's what we see here. Used to, the glass-like substance was all in there, and you could look through the door and see it. However, it's covered in sand now, so you can't see it. They just leave it closed. But yeah, wild. I'm gonna say I'm pretty glad that we got here early, because yeah, there are a lot of people going now. So we've been cruising around. Look at who we caught up to. We caught up to these losers being all here late. What's up, dude?
Nerd, dude. What are you out here trying to learn about stuff?
What? Weird.
I'm just trying to see stuff get blown up.
Well, I don't think you're gonna see that today. So.
They do be having radioactive rocks.
Ooh. Ooh.
Regular rocks that they're signing waivers with. Think those are paperweights, buddy.
Oh, gee. Oh, we gotta get to the bus. Gotta get on the bus. We made it on the bus. Got the cushy seats. And we got a dog to play with. So that's winning. Ooh, found it. Gotta watch for them snakes again. So this is the McDonald house. This is where they actually assembled the bomb before they took it over to Ground Zero and detonated it. This was a farm ranch that the government basically seized. They didn't want to leave, but they basically took it and then used it for, or used the area for missile testing. And then whenever it came Manhattan Project, they used this for there.
This is the house where I assemble my photos, aka the bombs, because of the bomb.com.
Oh,
You should buy my photos, not Jesse's.
Oh, wow. Wow. So they quote unquote restored it because whenever the bomb went off, it blew out the windows. And then so
Windows are not numbers matching.
no, those are not numbers matching windows. No, so it blew out the windows, and then, but it didn't actually like hurt the structure too much. But then all the rain over the time, it actually, then the rain did it in, so they had to restore it. But yeah, cool to see. All right, so we're coming over to check out the reservoir first, which they turned into kind of a pool. Huh. And you got the, what I believe that used to be a windmill, and obviously, it's a little dilapidated, but you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. Got more plaques and stuff over here.
I watched Oppenheimer, so I'm basically an expert.
Expert.
Let me show you around
Expert.
my new house.
Your new house. This is the entrance only. Ooh.
Dude, they may put
Huh?
they may plutonium in there.
Oh man. Oh, this is the room they like taped up the windows and stuff so that it was their quote unquote clean room. Yeah, that's cool. So that was the clean room, and then I was kind of expecting more furniture, to be honest. Oh.
I believe that is actually what that is. Oh, it's a bunker.
Or it's a septic tank.
Or it's a septic tank. But I also have not seen that.
That's valid. That's valid. This is not an exit. I'm assuming
Black Blue Rangers.
bathroom. Ooh. We're not allowed to go downstairs, apparently. Huh. All right, so we came over to the other side. That's the top of the windmill that came off. Nice. Well, and that is the McDonald house. That's cool. Definitely been an experience. I don't know if we're allowed to go see the bunker. That would be the only other thing I would really want to see, but we took the bus back. These guys are getting some food. It looks like the clouds are actually kind of clearing over the mountain range where we can actually see it, which is nice. It is beautiful out here. Too bad it's, you know, only one day a year you can come out here, but, you know, minor details. Well, guys, it's really cool to see the ingenuity of the people back in the day, the brilliant minds that made this stuff. I mean, this is wild. And to see the places that it actually happened is pretty crazy. But it's also sombering when we think about what that led to, you know, dropping bombs on cities and just annihilating people. And that's a hard pill to swallow, you know, when you think of our call in life, you know, to go out and minister and to win people over to the Lord so that we know where they're going afterwards. And, you know, a lot of people may not have known that, and we're taking their life. As a country, we're taking their life. And I know that it's there to create less casualties on our side, and to do that, I mean, obviously it's war and terrible things happen in war. It's not a good time by any means, but when we think of that type of stuff, there's a lot going on. And I guess the moral point of it is we need to make sure that we're out there telling everybody that we know about Jesus, and hopefully sending more people to the right place when we die. So make sure you're going out there, make sure you're helping people out. It's important, you know, and just showing the light of Christ just everywhere we go, just being happy, showing the joy of the Lord on you, and being real with people. That's important, and I hope you guys are able to get a little bit out of that from this video. Thank you for being here. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit a like on here, and I think Chris is messing with my car. Let's see. Oh, Chris is over here messing with my car when we're getting ready to leave.
We're trying to make it actually fast.
Yeah, okay.
We'll flip it back around so there's no water in the carburetor.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get water in your fuel injected intake.
I mean, you can.
It's really hard.
My buddy Ed did it.
It's really hard. You got to be underwater or blow your up.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's raining now. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this iteration of the 3G Video YouTube channel. We'll see you nerds later.